My name is Tomokazu Ariga. I'm 25 and working as editor at a magazine publishing company. Yo, Ariga. Good morning, Hasegawa-senpai. The one who just spoke to me is another editor, Kohai Hasegawa-senpai. To be frank, I do not like this person. He always pushes problems onto me and tries to one-up me. Furthermore... Hey, look! My new Praba jacket! It was 100,000 yen! Hasegawa-senpai has a terrible bragging habit. It's exhausting how much he loved to brag.
Wow! So nice.
Our company allowed casual attire, so he often bragged about his brand name items. In the end, I think what you have on shows who you are.
You're so cool.
The women in the office who were listening to him were letting out gleeful cries. Are they that cool? Those clothes. On the other hand, Ariga always wears Uniqlo or GU or something cheap. Shots have been fired. It was the usual. Senpai often made fun of my clothes. Why do you always wear the same clothes? Thinking it is a waste of time. I find things that fit me, and I buy a few sets of the same clothes. You're one of those minimalists? You suck at your job, but you're pretentious, huh? You're so lame. Wear something more expensive. Nah, I'm fine with this. Senpai seemed annoyed at my answer, but it was time for the morning meeting, so our conversation was cut short. Finished. A little while later, I had finished my work and sighed in relief. Oh, you look bored. You're still young, but you're acting like a corner office. He's here. I have a bad feeling. If you're bored, I'll give you something to do. Revise this article. In short, he was trying to push his work onto me. I have other things to do. Don't say that. I'll reward you. Reward? I'm sure it won't be anything good. But I asked anyway, and he answered boastfully. I'm gonna have a date party next weekend. You can come. A date party? Even an unattractive guy like you might get a girlfriend. Come on, please. We don't have enough people, okay? So persistent. This'll go on until I say yes. Okay, I'll go. It's decided. Bust out your best fashion to the date party, okay? Bye! With that, Hasegawa-senpai left my desk. I have to see him on my own time. I'm depressed. I was set to join a date party unwillingly. The day of. You look like you always do. I was at a stylish izakaya. Senpai was making fun of me as he always did. Who cares? For me, my best fashion was this. It wasn't fancy, but I was careful about my hygiene. It's very you. It was my kohai, Takahiro Saito, that said that with some irony. Right? Learn something from me. Why don't you? Yes. On the other hand, Hasegawa-senpai looks great as always. Saito-kun was always watching for Hasegawa-senpai's reaction. He was a brown-noser. It was a terrible atmosphere, but the three women came and the date party started. Wow, the girls today are all beautiful. Nice to meet you. You ladies have great style.
What? Well, we work in apparel. We're always watchful of clothing trends.
No wonder you're so stylish. Today's gonna be fun. After hearing that, I realized why I had been invited. They got me. Today's day party is for fashion lovers. At this party full of fashionable men and women, I was obviously out of place. Hasegawa-senpai invited me to make them stand out. No, to make me the laughingstock. The self-intros had started. I'm Kohei Hasegawa. My hobby is fashion. Everything I'm wearing now is brand name.
Brand name? Those clothes are all...
Yes, all Praba. I guess if you're in the fashion industry, you'd know. I'm also well informed on the apparel industry, so don't hesitate to talk to me.
Okay.
Hasegawa-senpai finished off his greeting with confidence, but the woman didn't seem too impressed. I started my own introduction. I'm Tomokazu Ariga. This is my kohai Ariga-kun. He's super cheeky. Look at his clothes. They're all so cheap. It's so lame. But Hasegawa-senpai interrupted my introduction and started one-upping me like always.
Really? I think the colors and the silhouette are on point. It looks like he knows what looks good on him.
Luckily, the women weren't put off. I let out a sigh of relief. Then, the women began their introductions.
I'm Chiaki Ito. I'm a designer at J.W. Wanderson. I'm Shinatsu Honjo. I do powders at Gil Sanders. I'm Shiori Yamamoto. I work at Praba.
Ito-san was cool and mysterious. Honjo-san was cheerful and vibrant. Yamamoto-san was relaxed. I don't know anything besides Praba. Are those minor brands? The room froze at Hasegawa-san's outburst. Huh? What is this man saying? J.W. Wanderson and Jill Sanders are great brand names. Hasegawa-san changed his tone at the words of high brand. Oh, really? Of course I know them. Don't take my jokes seriously. The atmosphere turned awkward at its obvious lie. This is the worst. Sometime later, Saito-kun said this. Since it's getting exciting, let's play the couple game!
Couple game? What's that?
They must not be used to date parties. The women tilted their heads. The couple game. The man and woman vote for their favorite person, and the two who choose each other become a couple. We decided to use an app for today's voting. I already know who I'm gonna vote for. Hasegawa-san seems to like Yamamoto-san. It's obvious. Actually, I was also interested in Yamamoto-san. She was reserved, but kind, and there was something that drew me to her. Earlier, when Hasegawa-san had made fun of my clothes, she chimed in kindly.
Oh!
Our eyes met. Yamamoto-san's face reddened, and she looked away. What? Does that mean...
We will now reveal the results.
This won't even be a competition. Everyone's gonna vote for you, Hasegawa-senpai. The two snickered. They have some confidence. I was almost impressed, but...
So, there were no couples. Too bad.
What? I wasn't chosen? Hasegawa-san spit out his drink and fell down. Oof! No couples means that Yamamoto-san didn't choose me. I hit my head on the table and cried. Ah, I might have a chance. I'm embarrassed I even thought that. The people around us were in shock at our shock. Saito-kun seemed a bit flustered.
What's wrong, you two? Oh, this is like hell all of a sudden.
Are you okay? Hasegawa-san! Wait, why didn't you choose me? We were getting along as Praba mates. Hasegawa-san got up and closed in on Yamamoto-san angrily. Hasegawa-san? You can't yell at the girls!
If you're gonna go so far, I'll say it.
Yamamoto-san had held herself back, but she said this with conviction.
The Praba you're wearing? It's all fake, right?
What are you saying?
I forgot to tell you. I work as an appraiser in Praba.
Wait, appraiser? Like the ones those old guys do?
There are more women in appraisal these days.
Oof. What? Senpai, you were showing off fake stuff? Yamamoto-san was looking at Hasegawa-san with distaste, because she knew it was all fake.
Also, I honestly think that Ariga-san knows more about fashion than you do.
What?
Oh, I thought that too! The shirt that Ariga-san is wearing, I designed that. The fabric is a bit unique, so it's hard to match. But Ariga-san is working it.
What? You designed this? Huh? Ariga is wearing cheap stuff from Uniqlo.
Uniqlo and Gil Sanders collab from time to time. You don't even know that?
Oof.
Actually, me too. I designed the jacket that Ariga-san is wearing.
No way! Ariga's jacket is also from Uniqlo.
Uniqlo and J.W. Wanderson also have collabs. Uniqlo lowers costs in their own way, but their quality is not bad. So I didn't like that you laughed at Ariga-san's clothes as lame off the bat.
Maybe it was anger, maybe it was drunkenness. Hasegawa-san's face turned bright red. Then, he started foaming at the mouth and fell over. Hasegawa-senpai! Hasegawa-senpai!
Are you okay?
The date party came to an end. The day after the crazy date party, I was sighing at my desk. Who knew that Ito-san and Honjo-san had been designing the clothes that I always wear? Small world. I was deep in thought. Hey, Ariga! You have some nerve showing your face to me after yesterday! Hasegawa-senpai came at me with his voice raised. It wasn't what you would expect from someone who tried to trick me. This is my job, so I thought I had to. You're okay? You're cheeky. If you listen to what I say, I'll let it go this time. Ariga, we're having another date party. Come. Huh? You're not giving up after all that? Okay, we failed yesterday because there were terrible women who think they know fashion. Normal women should get my charm. Hasegawa-san gave an impassioned speech. His eyes were crazy. I can't. I shook my head. I'm sorry, but I'll pass. What? How many times do you think I've helped you out, you ungrateful brat? Helped? You... me? I really do not recall. I shook my head and sighed for the umpteenth time. When you made a mistake last time, who covered for you? Oof! He choked on his words and grinded his teeth. He had nothing to say. Shoot! You don't know how to respect your senpais! Shameless! First off, do you have a reason to refuse? You have no plans! No? I have plans to get tea with the three from yesterday, so I do have plans. Huh? Hasegawa-senpai's mouth dropped to open. Wait. The three? The three beautiful girls from yesterday's party? Hasegawa-senpai just said they were terrible, and now they were beautiful. I knew he was just sore. Yes, that's right. Ito-san, Honjo-san, and Yamamoto-san from yesterday. After that, they told me, let's all get together as people who truly love fashion. Without me? Shoot! You're kidding! Hasegawa-senpai slammed the desk. My desk. Why does someone like you know about fashion? What are you? My father works in fashion merchandising. Merchant? What is that? Merchandising is a specialized job that predicts trends and sets stock lists, prices, and production amounts. Under my father's influence, I was super into fashion at one point, so I had some knowledge. Hasegawa-senpai, I've always thought this, but you don't know anything about apparel. Shut up! Shoot! You embarrassed me twice! Watch out! Hasegawa-senpai kicked my desk and stomped away. Hey, Ariga! Put these documents into PowerPoint! Since that day, the work that Hasegawa-senpai would force onto me increased. I maxed out. I was slumped onto my desk when Hasegawa-san dumped a mountain of paperwork on my desk. Don't be lazy, he screamed. It's like a child getting revenge. But if he's this obvious about it... As I thought, one of our supervisors spoke to Hasegawa-senpai. Hasegawa-kun, I heard you're pushing most of your work onto Ariga-kun. Is it true? That... His current way of doing things obviously goes beyond his scope of delegation. Anyone could see that. The higher-ups wouldn't look past this. Shoot! Hasegawa-senpai received a stern warning, and he stopped giving me too much work. And what do you know? Hasegawa-san started making mistakes and missing deadlines.
Hasegawa-san can't do his job? He was just being carried by Ariga-san. He was taking credit for everything, too. I heard his brand name stuff is all fake.
The girls who had flocked to Hasegawa-senpai were relentless. Ugh, scary. The girls weren't the only ones who started side-eyeing Hasegawa-senpai. Shoot! What do you mean rewrite the date on P2 because it's old? None of the readers will notice. Hey, Saito! Help me with revisions! I'm sorry. To be frank, I can't respect the current Hasegawa-senpai. and I can no longer keep up. What are you saying? Now that I think about it, setting up the date parties, helping with work, it was all up to me. I took a step back and realized. So, figure it out on your own for once.
Grr, shoot! What is this?
It must be time to reap what he sowed, because Hasegawa-senpai lost his place in the office in the blink of an eye. On the other hand, the women in the office were talking to me more.
You're fast! Why didn't I realize? You don't make mistakes and you help us with our work. You're such a good person. Sorry we misread you.
Unlike before, people trusted me. I'm happy to receive recognition, but being praised like this, I was worried about it when Saito-kun came to me with a serious expression. Ariga-san, excuse me. Do you have time now? Saito-kun? What's wrong? I wanted to apologize. I hid behind Hasegawa-senpai and said rude things to you. I'm so sorry. I trusted Hasegawa-senpai. What did I see in him? I'm so ashamed. Saito-kun bowed his head. It must be his way of settling things. Don't worry. It wasn't good, but just be careful from now on. I'm sorry. Thank you. Anyway, it was undeniable that the working environment was so much better now. Weekend, the day of the aforementioned tea time, I went to the cafe. I'm ready for today, but I know Yamamoto-san's not into me. My sad thoughts.
Ariga-san, long time!
When I saw Yamamoto-san's bright face, it all went away. I don't care if she's into me or not. I'm happy I get to see her again.
It's already their own little world. We have no chance.
Honjo-san and Ito-san were speaking exasperatedly, but we couldn't hear them. It was fun talking to them about fashion. I might get back into it. I was on my way home. Someone grabbed my sleeve. When I turned around, Yamamoto-san was looking at me with red cheeks. Yamamoto-san? What's wrong? Why are you here?
I want to tell you something.
Yamamoto-san's eyes darted. Wait, this is like...
I like you. Please go out with me.
Wait! In the couple game!
I purposely put no vote that time.
Why?
If I became a couple with you there, I thought Hasegawa-san might come after you even more.
Yamamoto-san said this hesitantly. Thinking back, Hasegawa-san's attitude was obvious. That's why Yamamoto-san chose no vote, so that Hasegawa-san wouldn't come for me. Why do you like me?
I like that you don't show off. I always worry about what people think, so I'm drawn to you.
I breathed deeply and looked straight at Yamamoto-san. I would also like that, to date you.
I'm so glad.
Yamamoto-san and I started dating. Hasegawa-senpai used fake brands and other people's achievements to make himself look better. But maybe, simple is the most fashionable.